All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to week 5, part 6, the last video for the week. We are in unit 8, lesson C. This is a continuation of the last video where we are talking about participles as adjectives. And you know what I realized? We have not begun our lessons with deep breathing in a little while. So let's do some. Loosen up, get your feet flat on the floor, relax your hands, relax your shoulders, get your neck loose, and take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly and then out through your mouth. One more time. Okay. Are you ready? Let's do this. So last video, we were talking about participles as adjectives. And we talked about two different kinds of adjectives. Participles that end in ed and ones that end in ing. Ed, ing. So, we said that, let me just read what we said. Sometimes we use participles as adjectives. Often, the ing form describes a thing or a person, and the ed form describes the way someone feels, okay? So, ed describes a person's feelings. And ing describes a thing. Right? So one example, you could say, he is interested in this task. But you could also say, this task is interesting, or this is an interesting task. Yeah? So let's do one practice thing, and then we will jump in and review the sentences from the last video. I will give you 3 sentences and you will complete the sentence. Her vacation was she was Okay. So, using either excited or exciting, fill in the blanks of these 3 sentences, okay? And if it's easier, I think it would be good for you to pause the video here while you write this down and fill in the blanks, and then we will go over the answers, okay? So, did you get them? All right, let's do this. Number 1, her vacation was excited or exciting? So is the subject, is this word going to describe a thing, or is it going to describe a person's feelings? It's going to describe a thing. It's going to describe her vacation. So her vacation was exciting. All right. Number 2, it was an blank vacation. Again, is this describing a thing or is it describing her feelings? It's describing a thing. It's describing the vacation. So it's going to be exciting. All right. Finally, she was blank about her vacation. Is this describing a person's feelings or describing a thing? It's describing her feelings. So she was excited about her vacation. All right. Whoops. Was that enough of a warm-up for you? Okay. Let us go over these questions from last time. And then we will talk about the assignment for today. So, you were given some question and answers, and the answers, you had to choose whether to use ed or the ed or ing form of the adjectives. So they already did number 1. Here's number 2. What did Juan and his friends like the most about the party? There was a lot of interesting music from different countries. Okay, so the answer is interesting. Number 3, how did Juan feel the next day at work? He was exhausted. Right? Why was he exhausted? Because it's describing how a person feels, right? All right, number 4. How long did he have to work? He had to work from 9:30 to 6:30. It was a tiring day. Right? It's tiring because it's describing the day, not how he feels, right? Number 5. Does Juan usually start working at 9:30? No, he overslept. He was shocked that he didn't hear the alarm clock. Shocked. Number 6. How did his boss react when he showed up late? His boss was irritated. Number 7. What did his boss say to him? He told Juan that he was disappointed in him. Yikes. Number 8. How did Juan feel after his boss told him that. Juan felt embarrassed. Number 9. Juan didn't have a good day, I guess. What did he do later that night? He stayed home and had a relaxing night in front of the TV. Number 10. So is Juan going to go out again on a weeknight? I don't think so. He said it was an exhausting experience. Okay? So there you go. And if you have any more questions about that, at the bottom of the page, there's a QR code. You can scan that code and hear the answers read again. Or you can just rewind this video and listen to me say the answers again. Okay? Now let's look at the assignment for today. So you'll see on page 101, the instructions say, talk with a partner, which of course you don't have to do, but you can if you want to. For each picture, describe the person and the activity. Choose participial adjectives from the boxes. Okay, so you see they've already done number 1 for you. They've given you 2 examples of sentences you could write about picture number 1. So you see in picture number 1, the man is receiving an award. So, the example sentences you see in these little bubbles right here. The man is excited. Getting an award is exciting. Okay? So let's look at each of these pictures and talk about it a little bit. And then your homework will be to write your own sentences about these pictures. Sorry, that's not your homework. Just bear with me. Okay, let's look at number 2 and do that together. Number 2, it looks like, if you look really closely at the picture in number 2, you can see a math problem written on the board behind him. So maybe this person is studying math, and it looks like he's frustrated. So you could say, the student, I'm going to write this down. The student is frustrated. Okay? What else could you say to describe that picture? Looking at the positives and negatives. Oh, I forgot to read the words to you. Oops. So, when you are describing these pictures in the book, you need to use the adjectives from the boxes. So, let's read the positive adjectives. And you'll notice it has the ed form and then the ing form. So I'm going to read this one and this one, this one and this one, okay? So, amusing, amused. Oh, repeat after me, okay? Amusing, amused, exciting, excited, interesting, interested, relaxing, relaxed. Now the negative ones. Annoying, annoyed, boring, bored, frightening, frightened, frustrating, frustrated. Okay? If you have any questions about those, obviously I am not there in person to answer your question, so you can either message me or you can use Google Translate to better understand these words. Sometimes it is difficult to explain an adjective by using other adjectives. Does that make sense? Okay, so back to what we were saying. You could say, the student is frustrated. What else could you say to describe this picture on number 2? Maybe his math assignment is frustrating. Okay, let's do one more. I'll do number 3 with you, and then you guys can do numbers 4 through 8 on your own. So let's look at number 3. It looks like a man is talking in a meeting, maybe, and everyone else looks very what? Bored. They look very bored. So you could say, this meeting is boring. Or you could say maybe the people are bored. Okay? All right. So that's it. If you will do numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 5 sentences. You only need to do 1 sentence per picture. Okay, I did 2 here, but that was only to give you examples. You only need to do 1 sentence per picture, and that will be 5 sentences total. Okay, great job, everyone. You guys take care, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao.